What is success? That is one of the most beautiful explorations that each individual can make. The dictionary defines it as the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. Thus, each person must recognize his or her own goal and purpose. However, I believe that the journey is the destination. The questions are the journey. Goals change. They might be achieved, discarded, or abruptly interrupted. The blessing is that new goals are always waiting. Success for me is learning, not necessarily achieving, but making an attempt and learning. Success is continuing the journey. It will only be achieved when we die. Perhaps success is no regrets and will be determined on our deathbed. Success blooms from failures along the journey. Thomas Edison says, "Learn to fail or fail to learn." There is such a huge difference between failing and being a failure. Ironically, failing makes you less of a failure. You can only grow from failing. If you are not willing to fail, you cannot innovate and make change. If you don't step through the uncertainty or making an attempt, you will never achieve success. Failure and success are exactly the same direction. That is why the journey is the reward, and success is taking the journey, not the end result. Remember that each step is progress. Each step, no matter how small, gets easier than the last. Soon they will become giant strides. Each time we adapt to change, it allows us to adapt sooner and more productively the next time. Even when mistakes happen along the road, those mistakes come from the courage of taking a step. Every time you take that one small step, you're stepping further away from the fear. Take pride in those steps. As you move past the fear, you begin to appreciate and feel accomplishment and joy. The answer is not in finding your goal, but learning to enjoy the search. Enjoy the search. How can you make it fun? One of my all-time favorite expression is, life is not about the door that will open or the door that closed. It is about enjoying the hell in the hallway. Success simply means attempting to move forward. I think many of us have been taught by society and our loved ones that happiness, success, and fulfillment come from fitting into a certain societal mold. More often than not, success meant having a good job and making a good living from it. Be wary of being seduced into prematurely accepting some role that doesn't have much to do with your nature or values. Success isn't only defined by money, job, status. Success simply means that you're showing up, attempting to move forward, and open to the self-growth process. A great quote about success comes from Ralph Waldo Emerson. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critiques and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a little bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Sometimes, in order to reach success, one has to be a little selfish. Some may criticize you for the necessary choices you must make in order to obtain your goals. But remember, it's easier for people to criticize than it is for someone to create. Cast doubt, fear, and intimidation out of your mind, body, and soul. Do not let pressures of others get you down. When you do become successful, let your actions speak for themselves. Strive to make a positive difference in the world and spend your free time learning new things and continuing to be constructive. Success does come with a price. It may mean spending less time on personal enjoyment, and some people may become jealous of your success, affecting your relationships in many ways. However, if your priorities and values are in order, the success you achieve will be well worth it, and the people that truly matter will be able to share in that success with you. Success is something that every person can define and design for themselves. What matters most is whether a person feels an internal sense of satisfaction and accomplishment rather than whether they have reached some external yardstick. For some people, success might be about living a life of authenticity and alignment with their values. For others, it might be about making enough money to live a life of comfort, stability, and providing for their family. And for others, it may be constantly pushing the limits of what they can do personally and professionally. Importantly, just as products and services routinely go through redesigns, so can one's own definition of success. Ultimately, the number of definitions of success is only limited to the number of people on this planet multiplied by the number of times they can redesign their definition, which is to say, the definitions are limitless. Thank you for being here. If you want to be successful, then click subscribe and the bell icon, and let's do this together. Have a fantastic day.